a young man finds it necessary to prove that he's not gay, so he cooperates with an older guy to rape a woman, which leads to murder. A woman can't get to sleep at night and wakes up several times during the night in terror. Another man, married with several children, every so often, without warning, when they're trying to go somewhere in the car, has to pull over and stop and put his head down on the steering wheel and sob. And they have to wait for him to get control of himself before they can continue. Another woman finds it impossible to have sex with her husband. Even if she wants to, she can't relax. And another man sits in jail because he's been falsely accused of a crime that his wife accused him of. Now, these are all pretty disturbing, and these are all people that I've had contact with, that contacted me or someone contacted me about. But the clincher was, and the one I ended up on CNN to talk about, was the young man who ended up killing several other people and then himself. And then I was asked, what's going on here? And I did have some things to say about it. I'm wondering, what do all these people have in common? What I'm hoping to do is bring a little light on this subject, because all these people that I've mentioned do have something in common. And it may sound a little strange. And what I said when I was on national television, and which shocked everybody, and which brought me back the next night to talk about again, because it got the host upset. I'm trying to label this properly, because some things need labeling. When young women were not eating and wasting away and being blamed, and parents were just saying, why don't you eat your dinner? And it was their fault. When somebody finally called it anorexia, that helped a lot. Because they weren't wrong and sick. They weren't being bad. They needed help. And then there were professionals that finally got it and finally learned how to help them. And then there was training, and then there were books, and then there was information. Same with alcohol. Same with post-traumatic stress. So I want to introduce to you religious trauma syndrome, RTS, all those people I mentioned had horrible, damaging religious experiences that made them think that they were bad and wrong and shameful, were never going to be good enough, could not ever look themselves in the mirror and feel like decent human beings, could not treat others in a decent way, and were therefore going to act out, either against themselves or against others, and not cope. So this is what I would like people to think about. They're not bad and wrong. There's something here that defines a lot of people, and we need to